Hey everyone, welcome to Youth Bombs. I'm Craig.
I'm Dominic.
I am Coleman.
And we're the voice of young conservatives in Alachua County. This week, we had an individual at the University of Florida who allegedly tore down posters promoting Charlie Kirk's speaking event this coming Thursday. Now, all individuals, of course, are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law, but we do have the footage that appears to be the individual Gigi Felique shown here. Let's take a look.
Why do you feel the need to do that? Why do you feel the need to do that? Why do you feel the need to tear our posters down?
Because I don't like them.
Why?
I think you know
Why?
So, guys, what has been the reaction in the Turning Point Club? I know that this has been a point of contention, that there's a lot of frustration, understandably so. How do the club members feel about it?
Well, I can tell you how the president feels on this matter, and I spoke to him. President Turning Point at our club said the reason why they're taking drastic action and saying publicly, publishing this video of this individual taking down the posters is to discourage further action and is either of the same severity or of greater severity. For instance, sure, posters may not sound like much, but it could easily escalate into disrupting the actual event or harassing conservative students on campus more directly. So you have to stop the buck here, was the argument of the president at that point. So, and he put a notice on the Instagram basically saying, hey, if you plan to harass, this event, you will be exposed. And then hashtag FAFO. Yeah.
Yes, which we know what that means. Dominic, how have you felt in response to the event being a member of the club?
Well, I definitely agree about the importance of calling out individuals who commit such actions, and it is definitely unacceptable. And as you all know, conservatives are the minority view on college campuses, and it's important to establish a sense of mutual respect between differing political views, and tearing down posters and stuff like that is just totally unacceptable, and it has to be put to an end.
Absolutely. And it's important to note that whoever is responsible for this, whether it is the individual in question, Ms. Felique, or not, we only are saying that she allegedly did this, whoever is responsible would have violated Florida Statute 806.13, an act relating to criminal mischief. So that's a big deal, that this isn't like small stuff. Okay, we're not talking about, someone hurt my feelings or someone insulted me. You cannot deface or destroy property in Florida. This was on a public property in a public university. So clearly this is not a little incident, and it's good to see that the club is taking action. Has there been word from the university about the issue of whether or not there will be discipline involved?
Yeah, so no word from the university so far. I was told that, charges were going to be pressed and probably related to what you just said, but that doesn't mean charges will be brought. Most likely the charges won't be brought, but you still, I guess, Turning Point's logic still here is to be aggressive to deter further escalations in the deterrence of the event. So that is all I have for now on that matter.
Gotcha. And if you let them walk over you, then of course they're going to continue. So something has to be done in some manner, whether it is that or more minor action. But clearly, if you let people get away with it, the harassment and intimidation and illegal tactics can and may continue. So looking further, if this individual in question, Ms. Felique, is the one who committed this act allegedly, the key is that she's a journalism student at the University of Florida. And what that means for us looking at this is that, hey, the universities say we're pumping out students of rigor who are committed to the truth. And then you have someone like this who allegedly tore down posters that she disagreed with.
Yeah.
So that doesn't really jive with the idea that, hey, like, we are producing these competent students who are going to be honest in reporting. And when you look at the mainstream media, right, these are the students who come out becoming these reporters. So when you're dealing with CNN, for instance, these are the same people that are in the campuses, and then they go on to get careers in the professional media. And I'm sure we all agree that there is substantial bias in the mainstream media towards the left.
If anything, this is like a student code of conduct thing at the minimum. And yeah, definitely certainly doesn't, this person is not representing their university, let alone their program well. So, I don't know, Dominic, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, well, I definitely think there's a lot of truth to the idea that colleges are pushing a left-wing ideology on their journalism students, and of course that is wrong, and I think the focus should shift to encouraging journalism students to accurately report events and to focus on accurately depicting perspectives from both sides, and definitely not encouraging such actions as, taking down posters or violating certain organizations' right to their First Amendment of freedom of speech.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And allegedly, this person is a senior at the University of Florida. So if that's the case, I think that shows, hey, what are the professors teaching? What are they talking about in their classes to influence students that may make them think it's acceptable to tear down their opposition's ideas, that it's okay to allegedly commit a criminal act against a conservative organization? That is unacceptable, and it would be just as unacceptable if a conservative did it to the left. So what we're seeing here is, hey, are the professors being honest and unbiased and fair? From the research I've done on UF in terms of
Not
their
really.
course content, it doesn't seem that way. Would you guys agree that there's a leftist bent at the university?
Yeah, I mean, I would say so. I mean, and I've been hearing more and more about it from, I guess, personal politics is one thing. Like, in your walk, professors are entitled to that, their own opinions, but the issue here, obviously, is, allowing their ideologies to leak into the curriculum to often either maybe minor, but, often severe degrees as well. I've heard people talk about it in the health fields of study, the social work fields of study, the political science too. And then Stephen DeRose has been good at helping us with this as far as, he worked with the governor to try to say, hey, there's a lot of bad stuff about DEI still happening on campus, and then the governor shut that down. And then, of course, still some DEI stuff is still happening. So, we still got more work to do, I suppose.
Yep, absolutely. As far as the content of Kirk's speech, Dominic, what can you tell us about what he plans to talk about on Thursday?
Well, to be honest, I don't know a lot about the specific details, but it is one of his signature prove me wrong events where he debates with students on campus who disagree with him. And those are definitely entertaining to watch, so I encourage everyone to definitely show up to the event and participate. It's going to be a good time.
Nice. Excellent. Coleman, any closing thoughts on this matter?
Funny enough, with Young Americans for Freedom, a similar event occurred, I think, about a week before. So what would happen here, we made pro-life posters. We spent good time on them. We drew and did art. And they were put up, and not even 10 seconds after they were put up, an individual, once again caught on video, took down the posters, probably disposed of them thereafter. And then, of course, wasn't very friendly with the conservatives who were confronting her. So, yeah, it's a problem. And I'm not sure what YAF's going to do on that matter. I only know what Turning Point's going to do on their similar incident. Well, where is the Charlie Kirk event? Good thing you asked, because it's going to be from 12 to 2 on Thursday at the Plaza of Americas. So, yes, 12 to 2 this Thursday, Plaza of Americas.
Excellent. And what date is this Thursday? Is that March?
Well, today is March 23rd, so
The 27th.
yes,
excellent.
February 27th.
Good,
Okay.
quick math, Dominic. Good.
Perfect. Okay. And just final note on this that the alleged individual, Miss G.J. Felique, if she is responsible, on her LinkedIn, it shows that she is a DEI facilitator. Perhaps not the most inclusive or diverse thing one could do if responsible for tearing down posters of something we disagree with. Not the idea of, oh, yes, let's hear all viewpoints. That's not diversity to me. That's the opposite. So not fulfilling the mission there if responsible. That being said, thanks everyone so much for watching. We really appreciate it. We upload 3 times a week. If you'd like to reach out to us, feel free to email youthbombs@alatrorepublicans.com. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks so much, everyone.